Live only on DAZN, August 16th, Moses Atauma, the next heavyweight superstar, faces his greatest challenge, Dillian Whyte, back to remind the world he's not done yet. Atauma versus Whyte. Click the link in the description to buy now.
Hrgovic for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Adam, I know it didn't go the way that you guys would have wanted tonight, but surely you can't be prouder than you are of David for just the balls he showed in that performance.
Yeah, but I know he's tough, and I know we know he's got balls. That's not enough. I am as proud as I am. I'm equally frustrated, and when he watches that back, he'll realise. But it's an essential experience for him. He was in there with a very experienced, world-class fighter, and proved that he actually had the elements to dominate and win that fight. Just didn't use them. And I think more experience, more belief in actually what he can do, and I think he's going to come back much better than we expected that he was going to be today.
Just from your expert eye, if you could pinpoint one thing to some of the people listening that would frustrate him the most about that fight, is there like one?
Yeah, the repetitive thing where as he got to a position, he waited, he let Filip get off first, and all he needed to do was let his hands go, and if you watch, every time David let his hands go first, Filip wouldn't punch. But he just let a heavy-handed fella get some clumps off too many times, and when you take those clumps around the side, even when you're blocking them, they take their effect over the rounds, and they stop you behaving how you need to behave. But that is, I think that's invaluable experience. It's a big step up for him, and it was actually sort of freakishly bizarre how the worst moment of the fight, when he got dropped and buzzed and hurt, got up, stood on one leg, put his tongue out at the referee to show that he was okay, and then nearly blasted the finish on Filip. Was it round 7?
Round 8, I think.
It was around 7 or 8. Yeah. There's a lot to watch, a lot to take, a lot of frustration to soak in, and come back better with the belief in what he can actually do, because he can do so much more than he shows, but he's got to show it now.
I mean, I was watching from quite far back in the arena, just near the edge. I saw on the screen that Filip had what looked like quite a nasty cut early. From a punch, from heads, how did that come?
Punch.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a punch, left hook, I think. Yeah, I mean, there was that factor as well, and he did some things at the start of the fight that were nice, but then he just stopped using his legs, and there was no need for him to stop using his legs. There was no need for him to stop doing the things that we've been drilling for him to do. And I think, but that's part of the process, you know, like if they don't listen, they've got to feel it, and he's got to go back and watch that now and go through that gutted frustration of realising he could have been so much better than he was tonight, and that's the lesson. So I'll thank Filip for that.
Yeah. Was he hurt when he got dropped?
Of course he was, yeah.
I mean, like, hurt.
He was hurt. He was hurt enough to get dropped.
Yeah, okay.
But his powers of recovery are very good. Now that he's got fitness, and that's a big take, to know that he's got those powers of recovery, but he's going to be frustrated that he proved his powers of recovery with his toughness and his balls, and he actually could have done it with his weapons. But again, it's all part of the learning.
I mean, the positive spin on that, I'm just trying to be, because obviously as Brits we want David to succeed so badly, is that Turkey Al Sheikh, everyone will be watching that and going, we are desperate to see David back. It's not like he's lost and everyone's going, we don't need to see that guy again.
It's strange because it was a one-sided points loss. Yeah, I'm proud of him, but so frustrated. And then there was that moment where, in his worst spot in the fight, he produced his best work. And
Do you think that drops most top elite heavyweights?
Oh, he's got the power to hurt anyone. If you can hurt Filip Hrgovic, you can hurt anyone, because he probably has the best chin in the heavyweight division. So, you know, but we know he's got power. It's not necessarily about being tough enough or being powerful enough. It's about doing what you've got to do and asserting your game plan and asserting yourself. And he just allowed Filip to assert himself. It's not as if Filip did stuff to assert himself. David just gave him the position to do it, and that's where the frustration will be.
Not that it's any of my business, but if you could, how's David right now?
He's fine. No, his powers of recovery are freakish. Like even in the last round, he was tired. He got clipped with a shot. I thought he was hurt. He said he wasn't. He caught him, but he was just felt tired in the last round.
What about mood-wise?
Mood-wise? No,
he's still a bit buzzing just from the fight.
No, you can go and speak to him in a minute. You'll see his mood, but he has to feel it.
I know it's quite early for this because he literally stepped out of the ring 40 minutes ago. But what sort of fight would you want next? Because that was jump from British to the top.
Just going to get back in the gym and keep training how we've been training and keep progressing, and let the lesson of today really soak in, so that the performance of tomorrow becomes what we want.
Live only on DAZN, August 16th, Moses Atauma, the next heavyweight superstar, faces his greatest challenge, Dillian Whyte, back to remind the world he's not done yet. Atauma versus Whyte. Click the link in the description to buy now.